no matter how trained you are, you can be so trained, the things can go wrong. The ocean and the Mother Nature will always put us humble. It will always win. So that's what I'm saying. I will never put myself in a situation without at least the inflatable vest. Because I've been in totals being held down without inflatable vest. And it's gnarly. So like I said, one wave, like I said, you can take the 3 big waves, and with this not functional, the legs not move and hurt. I was just letting the inflatable vest do the work, because I could not keep myself really floating. Without the inflatable vest, without this equipment, I would not be here today.
Mayday, mayday, mayday. Ladder 4 to command. We're preparing for high-angle rescue at the cliffs.
No problem. Good morning.
Good to see you, man.
Good to see you.
Yeah, it's been a while.
It's been a long time, yeah.
Super long time.
I'm trying to get this, ever since this happened, I'm trying to get a little material from what is happening
Of course.
at the end, because I want to make awareness.
Yeah.
To you know, for what I went through, to maybe have awakening for many surfers. There's so much learning from all this experience, you know.
Big time, yeah.
So again, I wanted to say, one of my missions was to come to see you, to you know, to tell you thank you so much for you guys believing on me and to help me, you know, supplying this inflatable vest, because basically I can say to you that it was one of the most important tools that saved my life. I know that you guys don't give this vest to just anybody, and I understand why, because you know, there are a lot of people that don't have the experience and they can make even worse accidents.
Like, you were, you know, one of the early adopters of the vest, gave feedback, and now it actually saved your life.
Yeah.
It's kind of a trip, full circle.
Yeah.
I mean, like, because, you know, your feedback did go into that vest that saved your life. Ultimately, like, because, you know, what you've done for surfing, I feel like it is kind of cool too, because you want to, like, kind of share this experience and, like, look, wearing, you know, the foam and wearing the proper, like, you know, vest or whatever. We have people sit down, and Greg's been, like, basically kind of running the show there. I mean, he does, like, pretty much the majority of the case scenario, and yeah, he's been really involved in it, which is cool. And
water bottles, shoes, leash. You could even use a light group. As long as you hold it, it's just something to give you leverage to turn. Regular knot, fine. Second line, and then start to turn.
we went through survival courses, like waterman survival stuff, just to kind of see what made the most sense as like a prerequisite to buying the vest. I mean, just so, like you said, like it's more about due diligence. We want to send people out there on their best foot and not just like, you know, okay, here you go, good luck.
Yeah.
Make sure that, you know, they're wearing it with foam as well, and just, you know, how to even use other people's vests, you know. I mean, that's the
Yeah.
whole point, is to like know what
It doesn't matter which company, just
exactly.
wear it.
Okay, it was a big day. You know, you always know that there's risk involved. You know, with the advancements of, you know, the flotation and inflation, you know, it mitigates that a little bit. But, you know, that was just the perfect example where there was nothing that Coco did wrong or different that he hasn't done, you know, probably 100 times in his big wave surfing career.
The problem is Todos Santos, the day that Coco got hurt, that it was extremely dangerous. Was there were too many people out.
I feel like it's really important for every one of us to have the responsibility and to have the awareness that, and there's so much things that we need to be trained for and we need to be prepared.
It doesn't matter if you're in 10 foot or if you're in 20 foot, like, let's just like make sure we have our stuff ready to go.
Just the way we approach surfing in general, we need to be more prepared, like I said, even if it's 4 feet wave.
People think it's easy, they think they want to do it, and they think they can do it.
Just to have a backup plan.
I would say my first real big wave experience would have been at Todos Santos. This is where I essentially learned to surf big waves, focused all my attention on big wave surfing, and, you know, especially out there at Todos Santos. Back then, you know, there was a very small number of people who were kind of passionately chasing it, and I was fortunate enough to make friends with them and kind of be invited along and sort of mentored by them.
Big wave surfing is special in its own right. As far as being a spiritual experience, I think that depends on the person. But it is, for me, a form of meditation and a form of balancing my life and putting things into perspective. So you could call it spiritual, but it's just it's a lifelong endeavor that is such a passionate, it's really life encompassing.
I believe in God, and I know that God did everything, and He put every tool for me to you know, to be alive. And in that moment when I thought I was gonna die, and I said, no, not today. I'm gonna, you know, I was just like fighting for my life. And basically, I was just letting faith and trust into the vest. And technically, for sure, the inflatable vest saved my life. What I really wanted to say is, you know, thank you, thank you, Andrew, thank you, Patagonia, for, you know, supplying, for trust and giving me the best, because basically, you know, it saved my life.
Stoked you came by, man.
No, muchas gracias.
Yeah, dude. No,
Thank you so much.
sure.
Thank you so much. Esta pintura está...
Sí,
No mames.
Noia. He lives in Ensenada.
Está increíble, mira. Llevarme uno así a Puerto del Faro. That board is like, I would love to ride a board like that. The wings and the tail, that single fin, that's super loose.
It's like a 4-3.
It's 4-3?
Yeah, a little bit thicker than a 4-3.
Ya tenemos traje mi ñeñe.
He's a strong-ass human, and, you know, I've seen waves that he's, you know, fallen on, you know, down in Puerto and elsewhere, Nazaré, and, you know, he's usually, you know, coming up, you know, laughing and smiling, and that was just testament to how how quick things can go wrong. And it can go from being an awesome day to one that's life-threatening.
Coco's a little bit of an intimidating guy. I'm not the biggest guy, but I think Coco's 6 foot 185, tattoos. That's a strong individual who will not quit.
Bueno,
Chuy,
¿qué onda, Coco?
¿qué onda, hermanito? Ya hablé con los del barco. Y está hablando con Greg. Mañana, pues sí está la marea alta, pero podría ser una opción de irnos en la mañana temprano también. Estar embarcando, subiendo las cosas más tarde a las 6 de la mañana. Yo creo que valdría la pena salir en la mañana. ¿Sí me explico?
Sí, yo creo que deberías intentar agarrar una hora temprano.
Eso. Sí, hermano. Sí, llegón. Qué bueno que viniste, Ryan. Gracias. Vamos, vamos. I'm very, very, very happy to be here after 1 year of experience, of a life experience, a year that teach me a lot, and just I'm very happy to be back in Ensenada. De regreso. I love this place so much. I've been surfing todos all my life. The one in the back, ya están jalando un güey, mira, towing. Feel like I must come back to the place, to the island to surf. It's not about the place, it's something personal. Whatever happened. It's for something that God knows why, but it's gonna be a big day for me. I'm looking forward to be back. I'm gonna feel some emotions gonna go through my body, to my heart, to my mind, and I'm coming back. Está bien chiquitito, ¿verdad? Pero salió como un setcito ahí. Bueno, ni modo. Es lo que hay ya. Hay que aprender a fluir y a soltar y aprender a ir con la corriente. Quiero agradecer este momento. Quiero agradecer por esta oportunidad de vida, por estar aquí, por darme la oportunidad de regresar. Siempre lo he dicho, amo este lugar y no tuvo nada que ver el accidente con el lugar. Entonces, solo quiero agradecer por este momento. Gracias por la protección. ¡Vámonos con todo!
¡Eso!
es muy importante mi regreso acá para poder como sanar también mis emociones. Yo creo que es bueno enfrentar otra vez sus traumas, ¿no? Como hacer las paces. Para bajar aquí va a estar perrísimo, güey. And then anyway, so we are in the island because Chuy told me that there is a board. Because I'm like, hey, what about my board? Nobody said anything. He's like, hey, which color was your board? It's like orange, and it was a twiggy fins. I said, yeah, it's somewhere there. It's a piece, so I want to come and pick it up and get it.
Absolutely.
But yeah,
Respect,
thank you. It's part of the healing. It's part of my. I think it was really important for me to come back. Coco, aquí está. Dice Coco. Nombre. Una locura, hermano. Wow.
I literally can't believe that he just pulled that thing off the rocks. I mean, to find any of it, much less half of it still there with, as he said, I can only imagine the memories that are chalked on there, because the last thing he felt was that thing destroying his pelvis. Gotta be heavy.
Es como vengo a recoger algo que murió, vengo a recoger algo que pasó, y como vengo a cerrar una historia y encontrarme este pedazo de tabla aquí enterrado entre la naturaleza y la tierra y las rocas, como que vengo a cerrar un ciclo de algo que pasó y es eso, cerrando un ciclo. Me siento en paz, me siento tranquilo, me siento en paz. Mira,